What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got the teams and we're going to do the members teams video. So look, I've had a brief look through the teams. Doesn't look like there's anything crazy. Obviously Todd Goldstein comes in, which is interesting, but in terms of Supercoach, not a whole lot of relevance here, I don't think, unless I'm blind. Zach Fisher out's probably a good thing for Sheasel. I mean, I don't know. Probably not. Hum's back in. Liam Jones dropped. Sam Darcy's out, obviously. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's really anything crazy here. Cowan back in. Does what's his name? Carroll keep his spot? Not sure. Kind of need him to, because it's the pivot. It's the key to all of our trades this week. Connor Nash obviously out. Edwards and Kelly out. Alright. Let's get to some of this team. So first team we're going to look at is Big Bad Icy Glove. So Icy Glove, this is your team. Now bear with me a bit because I haven't done this obviously before. So the team kind of looks like this. He's looking at doing these trades. Sorry, brought the wrong tab over. Open image in new tab. He's looking at doing these trades. So bringing in Holmes. Yep. So he has Murphy Reed out, Trainer out, Moraes out. So is this your team before or after? Because I can't even see Holmes. Unless I'm blind. Oh, Holmes is, yeah, M6. Sorry, my bad. You know what? I really like those trades. So let me double check Murphy Reed's break even. 44. Yeah, look, you could hold him if you wanted, but yeah, if you're getting Holmes and Petrarca, I'd probably do that. And then you look at the team, you're only really fielding 2 bad rookies, which I think is pretty solid. I'd try and get Elijah Hewitt on the field there. Obviously 97. If you can loop between him and Hall, that's probably good. But Hewitt clearly has the better role. So, yeah. But other than that, team's looking really good. Darcy Cameron at R2 has paid off pretty well so far. I think he goes nuts this week. He's got Goldstein, hasn't played an AFL game in who knows how long. So, yeah, what up, mate? Team's looking quite good. In terms of vice-captain, you'd have to go Nick Dacos on the Friday, I'd say. And, yeah, Whitfield looks like the clear pick. So, yeah, good stuff, mate. Let's move on to the next team. So, we've got EFL Nick in this one. Open image and new tab. Close these ones out. Alright, so this is Big Bad Nicky's team. Hasn't made any trades yet, I believe. So, what would I be doing in this situation? I assume you've already made your trades because you've got Flynn. If you have, yeah, I'm not sure, man, because if you have already held Flynn this whole time, that's awesome, firstly. And secondly, trade-wise, look, you don't have a heap of money to cash in right now. I've heard Lindsay's going to be the sub tonight. No guarantees. Look, you might have to downgrade Reed. I'm not sure how much you have in the bank. When you guys send me these in, send me how much you have in the bank, because that's also very important. Yeah, look, mate, I think you have to jump off Reed, grab Carroll. That'll give you 150k. I mean, you probably hold Lawler now after the 70. What's his break even looking like? Minus 14, yeah, you have to hold him. So I'll just keep that above. Have to hold him. Look, mate, I'd probably just do the one down. If you really want to get aggressive, you could trade like Kako, but who are you going to get? There's not really a whole lot of options. If you have money in the bank, try and get like a Kako to a Petrarca. And then in terms of vice-captain, captain... Oh, so you must have already done trades, because you got Bond. Yeah, you must have already done trades. I mean, it looks like you brought in Bont and Flynn. I don't know who for. I can't really talk much about your team because it's already been traded. So thanks for the input. But yeah, can't really do a whole lot with that, unfortunately. This is very live reaction, by the way, guys. I haven't actually looked too much into this. So now we got Pigeon. All right, let's have a look at your team. So a little bit annoying. If you can, guys, copy the full team screenshot. That would be much preferred. We'll bring them over. All right. So you still got the 2 boost 30 trades looking pretty good. Now, what would I be doing with this team? How's the forward line look? Forward line looks great. So Davidson on the bench, you probably look to cash him in because he's not doing anything for you. Cash him in, how much money you got? 18k. So that's going to give you about, so 321. Then I reckon you get rid of Connor O'Sullivan. So that's going to give you 631. And I'd get Whitfield. In 2 trades. Yep, so you're basically turning a bench player, Davidson, into Lockie Whitfield. Yeah, I would do that. In terms of vice captain for your team, Dacos, VC. I always say Dacos. Who does Cherry play? I think it doesn't matter. Port. Probably go Dacos into Cherry. Or Dacos. Oh no, you're bringing in Whitfield. Dacos into Whitfield. Yeah, for sure. Good stuff, mate. I like the team. Let's move on to the next one. We've got a couple more teams. We've got about 2 more teams left. So bear with me. And if you guys do want to be in this feature, you just have to become a member. It's like below the video. It says join. I think it's like $5 or $6. So yeah, if you want to, obviously it's optional. But yeah. All right, there's the first screenshot. This name is Jules. What's going on, mate? Thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. All right, let's look at your team. So forward line looks good. Gross at flex, probably want to change that. All right, trainer to Carroll, that'll give you 170-ish K. You want to get Flynn, I reckon, in your flex. So I reckon you go. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to trade Davidson out. And then you're going to sub Marriage down to F6. And you're going to sub Gross up to M8. And you're going to trade in Flynn. And I think don't use a boost. I think that's probably good. Yeah, that's what I would do. In terms of vice captain, yeah, Dacos into Whitfield. I think that's the clear target if you can do it this week. Thanks, mate, for sending your team in. And so let's get to the last one, and it was all about my trades. So Xavier, what's going on, mate? Xavier, let's bring his team up. Whoops, I keep pressing the wrong thing. There we go. Alrighty, perfect screenshot right here, guys. If you want to take any notes, this is a really good screenshot. Alright, so it shows the salary cap, shows the full team. I like it. Alright, ideally you probably want to get Cleary out of flex. You think you need to get Flynn in. So trainer to Carroll. Yeah, trainer to Carroll. That gives you like 160 plus, so like 315k in the bank. Then go. You could nearly do a big upgrade. I'd probably keep Davidson 1 more week because I don't think you're going to need his cash. And I'd trade like a dead rook for Flynn. Who's a dead rookie? Did Moraes get dropped? Is he still in? I reckon he'll be dropped. Where's Port? No, he's still in. All right, we'll just leave him for now. You could bring Flynn in for that Mentha, because you're probably going to have a loop anyway. Flynn in for Mentha. You swing. So you trade Mentha, swing Cornerstone back, swing Cleary to the forward, and then Flynn at flex. And I reckon that's pretty good trades in two. Vice captain, I think you've nailed on the head. You don't have Dacos, but I think Merritt goes just as big this week. He loves Anzac Day, so yeah, I'd be going Merritt into Brayshaw. All right, that's it for the members teams, guys. Thank you all for becoming members. Like I said, if you want more, if you're not a member and you want your team to be in there, join button down the bottom. All right, so this is how my team's looking going into round 7. Obviously need a bounce back. Last week was shocking, absolutely horrendous round. But yeah, looking to bounce back nicely. Clay Hall and Camperelli aren't playing again. Dudley probably going to sub. Moraes looks like he's going to play. So my final trades are still the Holmes, Trainer, Reed. I'm a bit worried about Carroll being dropped. If it is the case, I mean, just another dead rookie to add to the list. We need his money to upgrade. So yeah, bit of a struggle at the moment, but fingers crossed he can play. But yeah, Flynn at flex, forward line's basically complete, midfield's looking good. I mean, the thing I like about this structure is I'm not fielding any bad rookies. I would say Ashcroft, Davidson, and Bice are good rookies. You're not fielding like a Moraes or a Cleary who could pump out 30s. I mean, they could pump out 30s, you don't know, but 72, 73 and a 76 average and an 88, like you kind of have a bit of faith in them. So by rights, the team should perform well. But we don't have the big dogs in Whitfield and Sinclair, so that's starting to hurt because Zorko and Sheasel have really dropped off. So yeah, fingers crossed with that one. Vice captain, I'm going Gorn tonight. I think he goes nuts against Nate Curvis. I think the absolute ultimate VCC is Gorn into Dacos if he can do it. But obviously I can't, so yeah, we'll just have to ride that one out and hope for the best. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.